I'm going live. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. As I break the spell, America falls. As America falls, they never tell us or warn us of what's to come. Now, this is the first time I feel like America has started to fall and decline and maybe change the way we've known it to be for the last 250 years. I called just through feels that something was different and that this is not really winter time that we're in. I said that this is spring and that they are covering up the spring with this weather. And I also said that there is a sunset. So when the sun sets, the scene starts. Okay? I said these things. And we're seeing America crumble. And I can't help but almost be happy because this shithole needs to crumble. And let me just tell you on a smaller scale of just what's happening. You know, we had the snowstorm. I said, and a lot of other parents that were true to their children and true to parenting, when Baltimore City said that we need to let these kids go back to school, we made the executive decision to say, fuck no, my kid is not going back to school. And that's going to fall back on us. That's our choice. But let me tell you how also God works to help this stuff go, right? Because me in particular, I feel like Baltimore City has been falling the fuck apart. You got people that's trying to control the city that's not even from the city. It is like the spawn of Satan bust off and ejaculated all his children out in that city, and they are trying to change that shit, and they don't give a fuck who they got to take down, what they got to do. It's just militant fucking white and immigrant men going around the city trying to trash this motherfucker and change it into something for them. The whole while they sitting up there, oh, guess what? We got ICE. I feel like ICE is replacing the citizens from Baltimore in order to allow these people to come over here. It's a part of the New World Order. You cannot listen. What they're showing us on our news is not what's happening. Is not what This is just to distract the people of the city away from what's really happening. Whole wow, right? I get on TikTok yesterday and this woman was like, they're not telling us what's happening in the United States. Wait. Let me just tell you on a smaller scale. So you got this happening, right? And then they open schools up. We got the kids in the city like showing us. Cause I mean, I'm looking at my block. My truck is not even shoveled out. And it's because I live on a block with whites, immigrant people. Is the same type of people that's in the city. If this was a block with all black people on this block, I'm telling you, we would have had a path. We would have worked together. I've lived over West Baltimore before. I've lived in worse neighborhoods. I lived in the projects. When I tell you, I didn't have to ask for help. Like, people was just out there helping each other. This type of shit will go to show you living around these foreign families and these whites, these uppity stick up the booty whites that feel like, oh, we got everything in here with me and Jen. We can take it all. And the block look like a fucking mess. They would rather shoot themselves in the motherfucking foot and sink the ship for everybody than to collectively work together. I've never seen anything like it. And outside of my door is the manifestation of living around these motherfucking people. I've actually had a white man from across the street ask me, can he help me to shovel myself out? But he thought I was leaving. So In his mind, he was about to help me shovel out so I can leave and his people can pull in front of my house. When I come back from wherever I go, whether it's to the store for 5 minutes or not, I won't have a space in front of my place. And that's what's happening. You starting to see how inconsiderate your neighbors are, but I've been knew that shit since I lived here. The snow boarded out of people. But God's seen all of the shit that I've been going through. The Most High has seen. Nature has seen. When I came around here, I meditated in my yard. I planted a garden. I had sunflowers. I was feeding the birds. I did things and harmonize with the nature around me like I would do everywhere I go. These people hated that shit. I used to sit in my yard, this bitch next door sweeping dust on me and shit. Stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised in this neighborhood if somebody sent a death spell or something. But it's a lot of people out here that's attacking me with this magic, this, that, or the other. But let me tell you something. When things like this happen, right? Let me tell you how God works. Because the first day, I was like, I'm not sending my daughter to school. Y'all, Tuesday, I'm not sending my daughter to school. I can see I can't get either out my own into my own car, out my own block, right? It's because they got my car iced in that bitch like everybody else. They got their stuff out. Mind you, I went to get a shovel. On top of that, they bought all the shovels out. So even if you want to help yourself, there's no shovels in proximity. I went to Walmart. I went to a tractor store, construction tractor store. I went to another store. Walmart said, "Oh, we'll have more shovels on the 5th." So even if I wanted to get myself out of here, I can't. You feel me? Like all the men, all the immigrant families and shit, they working together. So let me tell you what Big G did for me. I said, my daughter not going to school. I'm not even going to send her in an Uber or a Lyft because it's risky. And I just feel something in the air that they really not trying to tell us. And that's why with Mother Nature, I'm hibernating. I'm not, unless I got to go outside, get something real quick, I'm going and coming right back, right? Tell me why I wake up Tuesday, my daughter's school water pipes bust. God blessing all the trap niggas. Like, what? The water pipes bust. So, like I said, sit your ass down. It's like I said, like God said, sit the fuck down. Y'all not listening. Y'all try, like, I'm looking at some of these articles coming out. It's like, yeah, tell your kids don't walk in the street. When y'all didn't show on the news, the bus stops got snow everywhere, compacts everywhere, right? Y'all show on the news how adults are in the street on their way to work, but then spin a block on Monday and say to kids, "Oh, for your best safety, don't go on the street." So where the fuck they supposed to go? Fly? Where they supposed to go? Floating? Like, that's the crazy thing. This boy was showing his path. It was chip blocked up ice, like he in a glacier, and a fucking explorer just came and stuck his landing stick in a plate of snow, and that bitch just fractured everywhere. Let's say he fell. That could put an eye out, bust. I mean, they don't give a fuck. And like I was thinking at my daughter's school, when you pull up to the door, them adults is chaotic as hell. It's the same type of adults that go to the school, these uppity ass people. They don't give a fuck. I've seen big black men. Like at her school, you got a lot of gays. It's gay fathers. Like, come on now. It's weird shit there, man. God, bust that shit down. Bust that shit down. No. And in my spirit, I'm just thanking and praising God every day for this. Because all the while y'all sitting up there still busting your ass to get to work, get outside and do all these things, right? Let me tell you what's happening. We got threats of war. We got threats of being bombed and shit. While y'all sitting up there like little ants, right? And I got these minions coming on my page trying to stop me from getting my word out to people. I really hope people look, because at first it was like 27. I feel like these are all the people that's trying to suppress my social media pages. Y'all weird as fuck. I can't talk to my people, but I'm so glad that other countries, they see me. You know what I'm saying? The very country that was on my cartology chart that said I should, if I went over there, that I would be searching for like my family history and stuff. was Russia, and Russia is one of the countries that is in rumor of bombing us right now, along with Iran. Okay? They're in rumor of sending bombs over here to America. And y'all running around this bitch looking fucking stupid. And like I said in the beginning, this is the thing that I've been telling y'all, right? Y'all think they slowing the motherfucking cities down for a reason? I keep telling y'all, they're creating traffic, like what was I calling them? Traffic, like chunks of traffic. I'll just call them chunks. And they have the cameras at the lights. They can see who is at the light. If you are a certain somebody, it's almost like with the planes. How do planes with people just disappear out of the sky? Oh my god, I'm so flabbergasted. Like, start using your motherfucking common sense, bitch, before I take a bottle and hit you upside your head, ho. Cause that's what they doing to us right here in the United fucking States. But they just not gonna bomb us because they realize that everybody ain't the who's over this bitch. So they trying to get people. So what they gonna do is have your dumb ass in traffic going 20, 10 miles an hour, see you at the light. Oh yeah, they over here bomb. Boosh. And they gonna bomb your motherfucking ass. That's what they gonna do. And let me tell you, World War III, fears rise. Nuclear experts reveals 15 American cities that could be fucking targeted. All while y'all are, what are y'all doing? What's new? Oh, what's the little boxing guy? Which we call it just beat whatchamacallit. Yeah, and he was on there acting like this and all this. And guess what? They trying to bomb us, ho. Did you know? Did you fucking know? Do you know the 15 Americans? Do you know what to do if you're about to? Do you know how long you got to take before you get bombed, before you need to get out the city? Do you have time? Fuck no. So that is why they took the time to strategically fuck our cities up. Some of y'all got big gaping holes from storms from 2 years ago in your streets. So even if you were to try to fucking leave and go to the next, maybe safest city, you won't have the opportunity to do that. And even if you did, traffic and the new construction that they put to make sure they have bike lanes up in the midst of the storm. Bike lanes! Ah! Those motherfucking white motherfuckers got your ass. Bike lanes. What is yo, let me tell you something. You got people in there like, something's going on. They're looking at the celebrities like, the celebrities are, they're switching them out. They're not real. Like, what the fuck do you think is happening, dummy? Like, y'all are looking at Diddy and all these things, and some of y'all just like, I don't smell celebrity anymore. Where are they going? Where do you think they're going? They're fucking hiding. They understand that we could get nuked at any fucking God-given minute. I feel like even if we got nuked over here, that shit would not even melt the snow, right? It would not even melt this motherfucking snow. Like, nuke around my motherfucking car. Let's see. Let's melt. All this shit is happening at the same time that I'm finding out that they have a world island in Dubai. Like, are you fucking kidding me? A world island in Dubai. So in Dubai, if you pull up a map, right? And I'm going to get back to these American cities because I can see this article here and I can read it, but I cannot remember this shit about Dubai. It's just coming up right now, and I feel like I need to say it. There's a fucking world island in Dubai that reflects the United States, that has every motherfucking city from the motherfucking United States over in Dubai. Now, what they're saying in these articles is that some of these, the majority of these man-made states are fucking underdeveloped, and there's only certain ones, and I guess the ones that reflect like It's something like the European something, something, something. But these, to my understanding, these islands are supposed to reflect the United States and be themed islands, and they're man-made, and they like took sand dunes and everything over there from here, right? It's man-made. Now, because they're saying that this is not even developed yet, it's weird as fuck to me because we all know what happens in Dubai. Also, with the brink of technology and the fact that they are trying to take our consciousness and play God and put our consciousness in a metaverse. Also, with the organ trafficking, the cloning. I mean, it's so many motherfucking, because think about it. Even if we do have doppelgangers, I feel like these doppelgangers are not man-made. Like, this shit is dimensional, like it is. And what they're trying to do is create dimensions on this planet. If you think the metaverse and the afterlife was something, they're trying to create also those things as well, so that in between the layers of doppelgangers and metaverse, like they want to control every fucking aspect of life. Someone's trying to mimic God, and that shit ain't right. So we have a lot of those things going on. It's so much shit going on that we don't know. Like, what the fuck, y'all? That shit is eerie as hell. It has every state over there in Dubai that they have over here in the United States. I don't see people talking about that. I don't see people talking about that. I saw one person mention it. I went over there. I read the articles. The shit is real. It's on Google. They talk about how they man make the shit, where they getting the resources from, when a lot of the resources that we have are scarce. Where are they getting the resources to take over there? Is that why things are underdeveloped? Where the homeless population's going? You know what I'm saying? It's so many things to think about. And then they're creating all of these parts of the world, and then we're supposed to be scarce with food, especially over here in the Americas, but yet we get a lot of our shipments from different countries. So the shit is just, it's bothering me. It really is. It's bothering me. But let's get to this WW3 fears rise. So not only is Russia supposed to be like bombing us, right? But then we have Iran as well. Hey, Indiana. Thank you for coming in here. Shout out Tremaine Nunn. Tremaine, I hope you ain't near none of these cities that I'm about to name, because the American cities, these could be targeted. Now, what I was helping people to understand, that in their cities, especially if you live in a predominantly black area, they have been experimenting with the flow and the control of the city, the traffic, the space. They've been taking lanes away, putting cameras up. I mean, they've been trying to get us out of our vehicles like shit. But all of this is in design, and now I see why. Because I'm like, yo, why? What other reason would they have to be slowing us down? Like, why are they slowing us down? Then I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, every time they slow us down, is either a camera, because they understand if we slowing down in the middle of a lane, we supposed to be going 40 miles in. The average person is like, let me whip around this person. And 9 times out of 10, it'll make them go over the speed limit, and they'll get a camera. All of that, the cities are collecting our money. They're collecting the money to make these projects. So they got their evildoers, and a lot of them are paid actors, government workers that are coming in and helping them do this shit. They've studied it. That's why I'm like, Now, when you get to the lights, that's the creepy part to me. They want you to be at the lights extra fucking long. What's at those lights? You got traffic cameras there, and who knows who can watch the eye in the sky. They're able to see who's in traffic. I've had someone use my tags before. They've racked up hundreds and hundreds of dollars in tickets in my name. In another county, I called the police in my county when the police came out, because I'm like, why are they still coming? I've went to the MTA. I've went all these places and told them I've reported those tags stolen. And Prince George's County is asking me to prove that I don't have the tags when you got a whole motherfucker with cameras at every place. Go like they're getting tickets and you can see who driving. And the police was like, yeah, I don't understand why they coming after you when you can literally see who's driving when you get a ticket. So like these, it's by design. They're targeting certain people. Them cameras is a double-edged sword. Yeah, they can help you, but they're also helping to target people as well. Target individuals. And better believe these people you got riding around don't have anything, any kind of devices that help them to communicate that way. The Teslas, I feel like, is a number one control center for it. Now, fast forward to now, you have rumors of war. Okay? Fast forward to now. So let me just go in. I feel like, we have the U.S. Times. This is called the Times of India. Okay. So I have an Indian viewer population. Indian viewers, if you see this later on, please confirm for me if the Times of India is a credible source. If it's as good as like the New York Times. That's what I'm looking at. It looks like it. Times of India. So what it's saying is WW3 fears rise nuclear expert reveals 15 American cities that could be targeted. Okay, and of course I had to check that because I live in an American city and I want to know. I just feel like my city is not going to be targeted, but there will be shit going on in my city. But and I'm like, okay, I need to know who am I in proximity to. Okay, so first of all, if you are in a city that is going to be nuked, you have 18 minutes to evacuate. And with a lot of, like I said, the reconstruction, the cutoffs, you got construction, holes in the city, holes in your, all types of things. It's going to make it really hard if you get caught off guard. So the land is the only thing, I'm just going to read the article. The land is the only thing in the world worth working for, worth fighting for, worth dying for, because it's the only thing that lasts, wrote Margaret Mitchell in her famous novel, Gone with the Wind, with Russia fighting with Ukraine, Israel still tossing it with Hamas, and the U.S. sending warnings to Iran. The possibilities of another world war seems more like a reality day by day. And what it all comes down to is land. Hey, it's ownership and its use. Okay? So Black Americans, get with the program. But what will be sacrificed in the middle of it all are lives and livelihoods. World Wars 1 and 2 were deadly and destructive, but when it comes to the possibility of World War 3, it could be explosive. In recent years, world policy experts, investigative journalists, and financial analysts have warned about the results of a third world war. The U.S. in the case of a world war. For a country like the U.S., which is political, economic, and social epicenter, the consequences could be drastic and long-lasting, especially when you got people that never been nuked. While major hubs like Washington, D.C. and New York might be predictable targets, others might even surprise you. Okay, and I think like on one of the articles, it was even saying why. Alex Wellerstein, oh shit, let me get my hot water. Wait a minute. Sorry guys. I gotta drink 1 cup of hot water per day. Hey China. Hey Chai Chai. How's it going? Happy Wednesday, honey. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Arrow. Happy Wednesday. To the pets. Hi, pets. The pets. Hi, pets. Okay. All right, so. God. Here we go with this. I'm not doing this with you. That's it. Don't keep asking me, girl. Keep asking me to go outside. Go. You want to go too? Go ahead. You want to go? Go ahead. I'm not about to hold the door. But move. Look, go out then. I'll let my cat go out back in the snow because it's hard to get. It's hard for him to climb out. Okay. So Alex Wellerstein, a nuclear historian and professor of Stevens Institute of Technology, told the Daily Mail, if the adversary is Russia, the adversary is Russia, and their goal is to disable U.S. retaliation command centers and ICBM sites, will be hit first. So command centers and ICBM sites will be hit first, okay? If the attacker is a rogue actor, symbolic of densely populated areas, might be targeted instead. So let me repeat that. If the attacker is a rogue actor, I told you they got paid actors. Symbolic or densely populated areas might be targeted instead, okay? So they revealed 15 sites that are likeliest targets due to factors like population density, air distance to the strategic military facility, emergency preparedness, and more, okay? So at least they are giving you emergency preparedness. Other places are like, you're going to get bombed, fuck you. Okay, so number one is Honolulu, Hawaii. With the population of 357,000 residents and the historical military bases like Pearl Harbor and Hickam Air Force Base, Honolulu is one of the most vulnerable and isolated targets in the United States. Since it is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean and about 2,500 miles away from California, escaping the island is nearly impossible. So I feel like, you would need a helicopter, air, I don't know. So, and of course, we've seen in history, with the fires in Hawaii, I'm still hurting because back then they were saying how everything caught fire. The kids were like stuck inside the fires or stuck at the schools and daycares, and the parents were trying to get out of town to get to the kids or get in town, one of the two, and they couldn't get to the kids, and so many kids were missing. Like, what the fuck? I would have been like, you know what? I'm either kill me. I don't know. I would have been dead. I would have been dead too. All my kids missing. It's no way in the world I could continue. Like, or somebody would have. I don't know. Like, ain't no way. Fuck that. That to this day, like, how does a whole lot of kids still missing, and ain't nobody talking about it? Like, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Like, this is why the earth has made some executive decisions for everybody else and will continue to moving forward. Like, all this shit is terrible. Terrible. How can you live? Like, how can you? That is terrible. And I already lost my child to a government. So I feel this 100%. Shreveport, Louisiana. Louisiana's metro area houses one of the most powerful clear air bases in the United States. The Barksdale Air Force Base hosts B-52 bombers capable of delivering nuclear strikes across the globe. Shreveport is about 6 miles away from the base and has a population of 172,033, making the threat of civilian loss extremely high. And I just want to ask you, before things get to be that way, right? What would you do? And I know we take advantage of having things all the time. What would you do without the state of Hawaii? I don't know what that means to me, but I know I've never asked myself a question like that because I never thought that that would be a possibility. But you have to start asking yourself those questions of what would you do without if it happened. What would you do without Shreveport, Louisiana? You know, that question is more important to others than it is to me, but yet I feel that. Ogden, Clearfield, Utah. Along Utah's Wasatch Front line, Wasatch lies two cities, Ogden and Clearfield. These are positioned in close proximity to one of America's most important military bases, Hill Air Force Base, which supports the Air Force Nuclear Weapons Center. Its gorgeous mountain surroundings also pose a complexity when it comes to evacuation for the combined population of 121,717 people. What would you do without Ogden, Clearfield, Utah? And the thing is, even though um, these are locations or cities in states, don't think that, other surrounding areas can't get affected. I gotta get some tissue, y'all. I didn't expect to cry. What the hell? Oh, man. I did not expect to cry off of this. I just know that I couldn't lay in a bed. I had to get up. I couldn't sleep long. I wanted to sleep long today, and I could not sleep long because I kept thinking about it, and my spirit was like, "You got to get up and go talk to your people." I couldn't lay down, and my phone service cut off. I don't give a fuck about that right now, cause it was in my spirit, and I don't know why. And along with these things that's happening in my spirit, right? I told y'all that my sister started homeschooling her kids, and as I've been like on social media, I'm looking at other people talk about it, like, y'all, like, the collective, like, I'm looking at other black, especially black moms, talk about homeschooling their kid, pulling them out of, like, it's a girl that's, she talked about she had an urge or a prophet or whatever that's saying take your kids out of school because something major is about to happen. And I just feel like, my daughter's school pipes busting from the second floor and flooding the whole two floors underneath. Like, all of these things is like is an autonomous message to the chosen, like, to the chosen. A lot of people, they not gonna listen to this. They wrapped up. A lot of people gotta be, it's almost like a stage play. They gotta be involved in it. It's a part of history. But then when you have the mindset to look for information, or to just to even speak it, to want to even talk about it, that lets you know what you aligned with. Some people, this stuff is boring, even if it could mean nuking the fucking wig off their grandparents, the toupee off their grandparent, but they don't care. Other things are more important, but this right here, it called me. Like, I'm not like, y'all know good and well, if I'm not getting in my car and going somewhere in the morning, what I'm making a video for. I do want to be more, like, consistent, but I just got to find my time in the day. But yeah, I was really cold. I'm like, get up, get your ass up. So I don't know. I'm just going with what I feel. Okay. Next city is Cheyenne, Wyoming. While it's a small city, Cheyenne is a vital base for America's nuclear missile operations. It hosts the Francis E. Warren Air Force Base, which is a key command center for the same. While it has a small population size of 66,000 people, it has long been a part of America's defense and thus a high priority target. I haven't got to this part yet. I don't know if it's here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Port Campbell, Kentucky is there. I used to date a guy in the military, and he was in the army actually, and he snuck me on base, and I stayed on base for the weekend in Port Campbell, Kentucky. So I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Next is Great Falls, Montana. The main Strom, the main Strom Air Force Base controls hundreds of nuclear missiles, silos that could be deployed in a world war. Just a few miles away in Great Falls, with a small population of 60,422,000, but a vital location. So, what would you do without Montana, Great Falls? Colorado Springs, Colorado. I was kind of taken back because that's one of the places on my astrocartology chart that says if I went there, I would really, really do well. And this is one of the places on the target list. Now, what will we do without Colorado? I mean, Colorado, I can talk about Colorado even though I've never been there. It is really progressive in marijuana. That's one of the places I wanted to kind of go and launch my career between there and Oklahoma in the beginning, the brink of, opening up your dispensaries and things like that. I wanted more than a dispensary, more than a grow, more than that, and I wanted to take my studies and my business opportunities or business plans to Colorado Springs because they were on the map first for legalizing marijuana. So that's what I know about Colorado. And also, it'll be a great place for me to go and live. I heard it has a really, really dense white population there, though. So I don't know a lot of black Colorado people. Along with the North American Aerospace Dense Command, the NORAD, Peterson Space Force Base, and many other key military facilities, NORAD is the military command responsible for defending the airspace over the U.S. and Canada. With a population of 492,528, Colorado Springs has sparse shelters for civilians and limited exits out of the city. So that's pretty scary because Colorado not only is, protecting American soil, but it also extends itself up to Canada as well. And we all know we got friends in Canada. Like, what the hell? Look, I would say this. The government, see, I would say this to Iran and to I'm reading, into Russia. Okay? Y'all, the same way that they trying to highlight some of us, you need to get the people that you need to get and embrace the rest of us, okay? You need to work with the American people to find out who the fuck we want to put on the chopping block. We'll give them to you for real. Long as the ones that's over here trying to build community and rebuild, we can thrive. Take this motherfucker. I agree with you. Half this shit is ran by people who only want two people to control 8 billion people any damn way. What the hell we need Ren and Stimpy for? What the hell do we need Larry, Curly, and Mo for? I am tired of it. So that's my stand. So what will we do without Colorado Springs? Colorado is the blueprint in some way. Okay? Best Buzz, what would we do without Colorado Springs? Next, Omaha, Nebraska. Now, I don't know. He came back in. What was he trying to stay out? Yeah. Why is that? They must have been playing hard. Is snow on your back? Snow on your buck. Snow on your buck. Snow on your buck. 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 Ain't it a song like that? All right. So, Omaha, Nebraska. I'm pretty sure that's where the Omaha Steak Company came from. I always wanted to buy Omaha steaks. Like that pack, and I feel like they still have that Omaha steak place, but now they're too expensive. I don't have the money anymore. But that is the what I know about Omaha. They had some great steaks, right? And Omaha lies just south of Offutt Air Force Base, a top level U.S. nuclear command site. I think I've heard of Offutt before. The city played a key role during the Cold War and remains vital even now. Wow. So that place has history. Omaha, Nebraska. Ask yourself, what would you do without Omaha, Nebraska? Albuquerque, New Mexico. I never knew that was a part of America. But part of it's by Texas. Popular for its desert base, Albuquerque also hosts Kirtland Air Force Base, which has one of the largest stockpiles of nuclear weapons in the American arsenal. We have major hubs that could be targets, okay? Now these are major hubs. We heard about the bases. The hubs are Houston, Texas. In 2025, Houston has a population of 2.3 million. It's America's energy. It's America's energy capital, and it's just miles away from nuclear power plant, from oil refineries to shipping ports. It checks all the boxes for a war target, okay? You got Houston, Texas. Houston is pretty big. Guys, what will we do without Houston, Texas? Seattle, Washington. Located near the naval base, Kitsap, Seattle, is home to 767,060 people, and it also is a tech hub and a major seaport, surrounded by mountains and waterways. The exits are few and people are many. What will we do without Seattle, Washington?
Why you about to end it? You just started.
Taking a drink. Why?
Please. Maybe like last time I got it. I'm just going to eat upstairs.
What you eating? The sandwich? Breakfast sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that whole box for you. I looked in there. I'm like, shit, there's no bacon.
I know. I was like, I told you, did you want bacon? He was like, no, you could just get sausage. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Last night I made a bacon, egg, and cheese egg roll. It was so dynamite. Okay. Next on the list is Los Angeles, California. I feel like California has already been hanging on to threads with the fires, the flooding, all of the things that's been going on in California, and then to turn around and nuke it. Wow.
Are you using a charger?
Yeah. Do you need it?
Yeah.
LA is America's second largest metropolitan area and houses major ports, tech media, and other sites with a population of 3.7 million. Evacuating the city is a near impossible task. It would be impossible, and I'm pretty sure the traffic, all the new catastrophes that happen, California is probably still being rebuilt from the fires and all of those things, and yet it's a target for a nuclear bomb. And not only is Los Angeles, California, first of all, what will we do without LA? LA is it was one of the cities that was watching me on my top 6 cities or top 5 cities. LA was here. We have LA people that bang with your girl. And I mean, I understand that LA is a pretty big place, but they're coming up twice. So they're trying to get them in, or California is a pretty big place. They're coming up twice. California and LA, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. Surrounded by water and mountains, San Francisco had a population of 842,000 in 2025. While it is a major tech center and a port zone with global connections, it is an important target. 2 places in California. They are trying to wipe California off. LA has 3.7 million people. I would not know what to do in a city with 3.7 million people. I'm already like feeling like it's way too many people here in my city, and this just happened over the last couple years. My city was never like roaches, rats. It's like a rat pack, like people everywhere. Like what? I don't like that. I really don't like that shit. Okay. Now, Chicago, Illinois is next. I know I got, some real people in Chicago that watch me. Shout out to Chicago. Oh, wait. Before I get there, what would we do without California? What would we do without San Francisco and Los Angeles? Los Angeles is a major staple for a lot of entertainment, and it has a lot of houses and land, acres, all of those types of things. San Francisco, I mean, both are huge in population, and these two places are getting nuked. Now, people like this, I don't know if they live in any of these countries or cities, but people like this is the reason why, some of these places should get nuked. Because people like that exist, this is a very important topic. And still, you have immature people that come on and say things like that. Whatever. That's the mindset of most of America, and this is the reason why they can't think beyond what they're being told, and it got to be, what they pick. They want to be told who and by who. So weird. Next city is Chicago, Illinois. I feel like Chicago has also been targeted over the last couple years with ICE. I think the KKK, or was that that was Atlanta. The KKK went up there and found the fuck out real quick. Them Atlanteans beat the hell hogs out of them motherfuckers. I wish, can we get some of them up here?
I'll bring it back because
Okay.
I'm 30, 42 minutes away.
Okay. Well, luckily this charged all the way, and I feel like my phone as well. So yeah, Chicago, they've been taking a hit, and I feel like now look at some of the states that I said has been taking a hit. It's almost like being in a fight. Even though these things happened months ago, last year, right? These took a toll on each area. Like, ICE being in a city and being targeted by the racist people and things like that. Also, the it's just been a lot of things that's been weakening each of these cities. Now think about an attack on top of that. I feel like, some of these things that we see in the news that's happening in some of these cities are a part of the plan to weaken the city before they could even be nuked, to leave them even more vulnerable to be nuked. That's how I feel. So Chicago, Illinois is the third largest American city in the world. I did not know that. It has a population of 2.7 million people. Chicago has 4 nuclear power plants and a national transportation hub. They want to get rid of that. Washington, D.C., along with being at the heart of America's political sphere, Washington houses some of the most vital and prestigious American buildings, such as the White House, Congress, and the Pentagon. There's no doubt the city is a part of the map of targets when it comes to America. Now, Washington, D.C. is pretty close to my city. Okay. And I feel like because we're close, we're like, what, an hour away, hour and 30 minutes away. Some of a part of Baltimore, Maryland can be affected. The parts that are closer to going to Washington, D.C. And downtown in particular is one of the places that could be affected if we were to get targeted. If Washington was to get bombed, downtown Baltimore will for sure be affected. And do you know what's happening downtown? Now that brings me back to my example. You have all the white men and the tethers riding around the city trying to control the city. slowing people down. Now, meanwhile, they've built these new buildings downtown that I've seen that, house more people. And I wouldn't be surprised if it has some type of underground bunker in it because a lot of people that don't look like me live in that building. White men that's going around that's helping to fucking control traffic. And meanwhile, you got a large rate of people disappearing downtown. The homeless people, they didn't all go to shelters. The shelters aren't not going to take you under certain conditions and in certain whatever. They're disappearing. So you mean to tell me that Washington, D.C. is at risk of being nuked and downtown Baltimore is creating a control center for probably, housing people that are vulnerable, are victims. They're creating a hub. This is how, so it's like, okay, if you do escape DC, if you do get a chance to come to Baltimore, Maryland, here we have fucking controlled New World Order shit going on here. We have smart cities. This is how they're planning on probably getting rid of a lot of people, the population control, so that they can erect these smart cities up. They need to reconstruct everything. So how would I not even know that they don't even have a deal? Like, yeah, bomb here, bomb here, bomb here, bomb here. We wanna fuck this place up anyway. We wanna reconstruct it. We don't want half these people driving. We wanna erect these new buildings and these new electric, almost like train tracks for cars to ride over or whatever, so that their speed and their where they go can be controlled and blah. It's the weirdest shit ever. Like, y'all bitches don't have enough going on in your house to control. Y'all don't have a business. Like, y'all already doing shit enough. Like, these motherfuckers around here done bought all the shovels. Like, it's a whole bunch of dick and a booty ass men riding around together, three and two, in the trucks together, probably smelling like asshole and shit in that bitch. In the bottom of somebody fucking feet, in the cracks of their toes in that bitch. And they in there all huddled up together, riding around, ain't helping a damn thing. You would think they helping. They ain't helping shit. These men ain't helping nothing. That's why I'm like, at this point, a no good man is just the same as an immigrant family. It's just the same as it was a racist people. All of these different groups of people do not help shit. They don't help society. They don't create life abundance. They don't create harmony. Like, they could all get the fuck up out of here for all I care. So what would take that? A nuke. A nuke. Like, nuke them motherfuckers. They the ones that don't want harmony. They the ones that want to control some motherfucking body. Take the fucking lesser. Take the motherfuckers so they can control, I don't know, whatever they can out of their body. Now they out of their body, they can control whatever the fuck. Because at the end of the day, trying to control me and my future and my children's future, like, how can we even think about a future? How can we even plan 2, 3, 4, 5 years out when we got this bullshit going on? What we supposed to just, let's manifest? Like, no, motherfucker, let's address this shit. And motherfuckers need to be on board. Like, this is why I say the people of America are bogged down by, I don't know. Yeah, I said America. Y'all bogged down by the wrong I don't know. Like I said, it must be something in the water because, yo, we have everything working with us. If you don't see that nature is working with us right now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Everything that's not working with nature right now is destructive. They don't want, like, and I feel like all the swarms, it was like 20 something people coming up. All of y'all came with y'all block. Like, I don't know what's going on. Just come back and watch this or go look at the article. Okay. Next, New York City. New York City. New York City. Now, Baltimore happens to be in the middle of Washington, D.C. and New York City. New York City is four hours out from us, but it's still, the last time New York City got the orange stuff, I think it started from Canada, where the skies turn orange. Our skies turn orange too. So we will be affected by the nukes from New York City. And that lets me know that the ones that will come from Washington will affect us way more than the ones from New York City. And it lets me know that the ones from Washington will be strong and probably do damage to Baltimore, Maryland as well. So I would not be surprised if this is part of these weirdos' big demolition plan, right? I would not be surprised because, again, like I said, these people's friends, their toys, when they want to lie and they need to fix their lie, they call their friends at the news station to create stories, fables, scenes, and things like that. Those are their toys, the news station. They help to lie. So why don't you think that someone from another country bombing this country wouldn't be their contractor friends? Like, we need a big demolition, so bomb these places so that we can go ahead and create the smart cities here, because that's what we want anyway. But we're going to stage it to make it look like we're beefing when it's called the New World Order. It's called every fucking body bowing down to one fucking government, which means a collective of people coming together, a head of people. And either there's going to be something that's supreme over these government heads, or all the government heads are coming together to make one supreme being. Okay. And that's what's happening. And we can't forget that that is where the world has been pushing us. And this stuff is, we can't think that it's far fetched. If you guys are riding on these Epstein files so fucking hard, right? And you just know that this exists, then you cannot just not understand that this nuking and these rumors of war is just as strong and just as real as the Epstein files. Which the Epstein files could be a fucking made up hoax for real. Like, these people could be lying. These people could be paid actors. I told you, I get on TikTok plenty of times to see these paid actors get on there. Oh my God, my daughter doesn't have food, and like, and y'all fall for that weak shit. Like, you can see that she's squeezing like tears from her cheeks, like she's squeezing her cheeks together to eject tears from her water ducts, and you're sitting up there feeling sorry for this person, is wild to me. So, guys, I'm blown away, you know. I'm blown away that this is happening, and I'm blown away that there's a calm in the air when it comes to certain people. But I want to salute, all the people that are waking up, because the ones that are waking up and using their voices to talk to the people and let them know the real shit that's going on, I salute you. You're breaking barriers. Why is my daughter texting me, Mom, on Instagram? Yes. Oh, I know why. Because my phone is off. I got to get out the house and cut 700 immigration enforcement personnel leaving Minnesota. Yeah, like they are, the whole time they over here playing with snow chances and bitter wind chills on Friday. Yeah, refreeze this bitch. It's hell. Refreeze us at the end of the day. Where? Hold up, y'all. All right, so that's basically what I wanted to share. My rhythm kind of got messed up a little bit with everything. I got to help my daughter and I got to get my phone cut on. I got to get out the house. I got to pay my rent. Like everything is just, yeah, do it. So with that being said, shout out to John Cherry. I think he's from, I forgot. I don't want to say. John Cherry, who was on my live the last time. Shout out to you, Australia. Shout out to Mickey. Shout out to Fortnite. Um, yeah, those are the people that are my repeaters. So shout out to you guys. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and leave. Oh, Tremaine. I remember Tremaine. I think this is the second time you came back, Tremaine. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just getting like whiplash deja vu from looking at your name from earlier and then looking at it again. Yeah. I appreciate everybody for coming on watching. Solange, Morden Lynch, Tremaine Nunn, and I'm not even going to mention the other one. Um, what does this say? Breaking Baltimore Murders and Shooters. I don't have that. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Continue to break the spells. Remember, the language is in the spells. So do not say GM or, it's happy Wednesday, happy Monday, beautiful Monday, abundant Monday, wonderful Monday, Monday. We're not saying morning anymore. The morning part, we're not morning anymore. Okay. And now, or I'll say happy your morning. Happy your morning. You put that spell right back on them because I don't say that anymore. I say happy Wednesday, but happy your morning, you know? Like, and then until they get it right, they will, once they realize it, is like, ugh, I don't want it to be my morning. Like, what? Yeah, like, break the cycles, y'all. Okay. Until next time, I gotta go because my daughter's asking me 11 questions. Bye. See you next time. But hopefully it won't be too